There we go. YouTube's going live now. So I really hope everybody's doing well. There's been a ton of cord cutting news. Fubo TV, the traditionally sports-focused service, is now available. Has their new, more generic entertainment package available. It includes a lot of channels, but doesn't include a few that you're probably going to be missing, like no ESPN, which they have like Big Ten Network, regional sports, Fox. Comcast Sportsnet, which is going to be a big one for many people, and so on. But it's missing ESPN. $34 a month. You know, it fits some niches for some people, but I think they're just short what they want. They did say that they're working on getting more services to channels to join the service. So hopefully soon we'll get a lot more out there. Let me jump in here. There we go. So yes, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook. Let's share this last place. If you can hear me, give me a little thumbs up or a comment in the comment page, and I will. That way, I know the microphone is actually working this time. All right, so I'm seeing people. John says, I just returned my Air TV today. Too expensive. Well, John, maybe too expensive, but what did you think of it past that? Let us know. I'd love to hear what you think of the Air TV. Loud and clear. Good. Hey, for 1 week, I didn't screw up the microphone. Last week, I accidentally unplugged this, plugged it back in, didn't realize I muted everything when I accidentally unplugged it. So it's good to see. But yes, really big week. Let me kind of jump into some of the headlines. Real quick, Fubo TV is launching their new live TV streaming service. Now, this is similar to Sling TV and others, but it seems to be much more sports focused with a few sports entertainment channels included. All your Fox Sports are here, Comcast Sports are here, including Big Ten Network, Fox Sports 1, Comcast Sports Network. No CBS Sports. It does have NBA TV. Fox soccer, golf, all kinds of stuff. So that's kind of a cool service. The lack of any ESPN there, I think, is going to hold it back. PlayStation Vue has dropped a few more channels, like the New England News Channel has been dropped. Fox announced that they're working on a standalone cord-cutting subscription service that's probably going to be very similar to CBS All Access. ESPN announced that in 2017 they're going to have a CBS All Access, or CBS. They're going to have a standalone ESPN subscription service, but it probably won't include the main channels. Every major cable company has raised their rates this year. PlayStation Vue updated their Android app to include a guide. And that's kind of the big highlights ones. I think that's the big stories from just today. But we're here to answer your cord cutting questions, comments, and hopefully to help you get the most out of your cord cutting experience. So let me jump back here. Let's get into these questions. Thank you to everybody who's here. And since you're here, don't forget, we're giving away a Roku 50-inch 4K TV. They're the one with the point anywhere remote, the private listening, everything. You have until the end of February 11th of 2017. Go to cordcuttersnews.com. Scroll down. It's like one of the top 2 stories right there. Will tell you about the giveaway and how to enter. Get in there, sign up, and you may win a 4K TV, 50-incher. It's the same TV I have in my living room. I love it. So John said that he got rid of his Air TV, saying it was too expensive. He said the Air TV wasn't something I needed. The locals were hard to find, and I found my locals to be jumpy in the picture quality. You know, John, I wonder if your antenna was part of that issue there. He said, I have a Roku TV, and it's awesome. And then, you know, John, there's a lot of truth in that, too, though. If you have a Roku TV, if you're good with your setup, the Air TV is not really needed because the Roku TV has your antenna hookup and Sling TV on an app. I think the Air TV, which is a box from Sling TV that automatically boots into Sling TV, takes your over-the-air TV, puts it into your Sling TV, and soon will also put your Netflix right into your Sling TV or interface. It's great for people who don't have a setup already and aren't very technologically sound and want a really easy, simple setup feature. So the Air TV may not be what is geared towards you. So check that out. Jimmy asks, any future plans to do more solo podcasts or with Elias? You know, I'm gonna message Elias and see if I can get him on here. Maybe we can do a Q&A one day together. Elias is really busy. I'm really busy. I think part of it is the podcast just wasn't growing the way we wanted it to. Both of our sites were growing very rapidly, but the podcast wasn't. And so it was a time constraint. It was also a scheduling constraint. You know, getting both of us to line up on there was a difficult move for both of us. So, but Elias and I actually met in person at CES. Elias and I worked together for like almost 2 years, but we never met in person. But I'm gonna get him on here as quickly as I can. Excuse me, Jimmy asked that. So I think it'd be fun if he came on here and helped answer some cord cutting Fire TV questions. But he's also got that downloader service now. I don't know if you've seen, but he's got Fire TV app that's been in the top like 10 Fire TV apps for almost a month now. So he's really busy. Best of luck. Congratulations to Elias and everybody at AFTV.com. That's that new downloader app has been a huge hit. So hello everybody. It's good to see Robert and everybody else here. Let me check out for questions. Cut the cord. I went with Sling TV, Hulu, and Netflix. Congratulations, Mike. Welcome to the cord cutting family. Johnny says rabbit ears are better for your stations. Yeah. Somebody was complaining that they're not getting their channel with a Mohu antenna. Mohu is an indoor antenna, which is great if you have good, strong channels that meet what you need there. But if it's not what you need, unfortunately, you may need to get a more powerful antenna. You know, roof-mounted, attic-mounted antennas do a better job than the cheap. Well, they're not cheap, but the indoor antennas. Robert asks, can we watch local channels on Air TV when the internet goes down? Robert, yes, I believe that is a. When I asked that, I was led to believe that yes, even if the internet's down, you can use that. When programs run longer than scheduled, you end up missing the end of a game or show using PlayStation View DVR function. Any plans to update the DVR from Sony? You know, that is a feature that a lot of people have been asking. You know, Sony's DVR feature doesn't allow you the option to say add 20 minutes. The only thing I can suggest if you're watching a live event is always try to record the show after. The problem there is it doesn't give you a lot of control. I can't say just record that show once. I discovered this the hard way. I wanted to record a football game because I was going to miss it on PlayStation View. I told it to record the game. Not only did it record my Michigan football game, it recorded every single college football game on ESPN, all the ESPN channels. I had like 30 games on my my account when I looked at PlayStation View. So unfortunately, Sony's View DVR function could use a lot help. My suggestion, send them an email, give them a phone call, give them some product feedback. They do appreciate it, and hopefully if enough of us speak up, they'll give us that feature. We cut the cord a little over 2.5 years ago because the costs were rising too fast and the quality program was lacking, says Wayne. Welcome. You know, a lot of people just think cord cutting is about costs, but there is a lot to say about the quality of programming, the selection, the content. There's a lot more to it out there. Are you guys going to review the Reveal streaming box? You know, Kane, I may. It's not a big enough box. If I would buy every box, I would go broke. Some of the bigger boxes, the more popular ones, I'll go out and spend my own money. For some of the smaller ones, I'll ask for a review unit. If they send me a review unit, I will do it. But if I bought everything out there in the market, I mean, I think there must be 100 Android boxes released every month. I would probably go broke, just to be honest. Yes, Bill says, we were talking about Fubo, the new live TV streaming service that aims to take on Sling TV with more of a sports-focused look. Yes, they are now offering a 24-hour free trial, which is something I don't think they've done in the past. Brett asks, do you think Hulu Live will be better than DirecTV Now from what you saw with Hulu Live? Hulu Live is taking a very different approach. I don't know what channels, and channels is a big part, so that may affect some of this. But from what I saw, it's going to have a better on-demand content. I like the interface better, and on and on and on. So I think it is better overall. We'll see. But my first impression is, yeah, I like Hulu Live better than DirecTV Now, but it's not out yet. We don't know enough about it yet. Let's wait until we actually all the details before making a final call. Bill says Fubo TV is not listed on Fox Sports Go for login. You know, Bill, like the post said, they officially don't release it till tomorrow, even though their website's live. You can sign up for it today. It may be that, since it's not officially launched yet, that not all the sign-ins are there yet. Do you think Donna? I'm not familiar with that box. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that, to be honest with you. Sorry. Can you send me a link? I'll look at it. Movie fans, some people are claiming that DirecTV Now customers have access to Fox Sports Go. True or false? Can somebody double check that for me? Bill, you're really good with this. Can you help me and look up Fox Sports Go on DirecTV Now? I want to say yes, or it was announced that they were going to do it, but I'm not sure if it's there yet. So check that out. Do you feel that you get a stronger and faster stream through a PC? I don't think you get a faster stream. There is some truth, Martin, that the processor in your streaming player will affect how quickly it can load a stream, which can affect what the lag is on it, which really isn't a big deal unless you're maybe watching live sports and want it as low as possible. But a slower processor will load content slower. That's why the older Rokus or the cheaper Rokus load and have a slightly bigger delay than the faster ones. PCs having the fastest, most powerful processor will probably load content quickest. Bill just checked for us there, Martin, or whoever it was that asked about the DirecTV Now Fox Sports Go login. No, he says he checked. It's not there. Thanks, Bill. That was a huge help there. Andrew asked, any updates on Roku and DirecTV Now? No, but in the last week, Comcast came to Roku. And at CES, the vice president of Roku got up there and said in the next couple of weeks, Comcast and DirecTV Now will come to Roku. He said Comcast first. Well, we got it a few days ago. So I'm expecting DirecTV Now any day now. But as always, these things have a way of being delayed. With all the technical issues, I wouldn't be surprised if DirecTV Now was like, okay, let's make sure we get this one right because of everything that went wrong last time. They're probably thinking, how many more hits can we take? Question from YouTube. Can you add time for the DVR beta and Sling? No, but the way they word it makes me think that probably someday you'll be able to do an add-on for more time. Sling TV is currently rolling out. It seems like almost daily I'm hearing somebody's getting access to the beta. 100 hours of DVR time for Sling TV. But the wording on it makes it very suggestive that maybe you would spend $5 and get an extra 500 hours, 1,000 hours. I don't know. It's all speculative. Yep, Trooper69. Well, I'm hoping that you're giving a thumbs up and subscribe over on our YouTube channel. Thank you to everybody for that. Hey, we had a ton of people come in real quick. Two things real quick. If you want to help Court Cars News, one of the greatest things you can do is like our posts on Facebook, like the videos on YouTube, share them, let your friends know about it. And as a thank you for all your likes, your support, you're letting your friends know about Court Cars News, we're giving away a 50-inch 4K TCL Roku TV. This is the same model that I have in my living room. Absolutely love this TV. Beautiful 4K picture, built-in Roku with all the Roku channels. We put a USB stick on it. You can pause and play live over their TV for up to 90 minutes. So check it out. Visit courtcarsnews.com. Scroll down. This like second or third post down is a video or a post about how to enter the giveaway to win a 50-inch Roku 4K TV from TCL. Thank you to TCL for donating that. So check that out. And again, do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up. Hit share. Tell your friends, not just on this video, but on all of ours. Whenever you see a post, it really does help us. Facebook has this whole like algorithm that says when how many people see it versus how many people like it versus how many people click on the story. So it'll be a huge help. And as a thank you, here's a TV you can have a chance to win. What device do you recommend for PlayStation Vue? I do not see a preview pane when fast forward on the Fire Stick, and it's difficult to know when commercials end. You know, Jason, I don't think any of the DirecTV Now ones have a preview pane, but I could be wrong. Maybe on Android TV with the newest update that just came out. What device I recommend? That's tough. Typically, overall, I think for most people, Roku devices are the best. The PlayStation Vue app is not the most beautiful there, but my daughter, who's 4, can use a PlayStation or a Roku, and my parents who are, can use it. And a lot of that comes down to these quick buttons. My daughter knows she hits the Fire TV button or the Amazon button. She can use the whole thing, no issues. It's actually got a really good universal search. My second most recommended device for most people is the Fire TV, followed by Android TV, and then lastly the Apple TV. Apple TV's come a long ways. I still really despise their remote. Hold on a second. Let me show you something. I don't have it. I was going to grab it, but so get what's good for you. Apple TV's really improved the quality of their app selection, and they've done a lot better job there. They have more services, but they still don't have a lot that other ones will have. So get what's best for you. Chris asks, Sling TV is better versus PlayStation Vue? Question mark, I'm assuming. Again, with live TV services, they're all kind of similar quality. DirecTV Now has even really improved the quality of their stream recently. It's going to come down to who has the channels you want. PlayStation Vue has the Big Ten Network at Fox News, where Sling TV has others like the Hallmark Channel and the Pac-12 Network and so on. So it kind of comes down to who has what channel you want. So check them out and find whichever ones you want. The quality of them is good. The downside of PlayStation Vue is you can't take it out of the house, but you can log into more apps. I kind of like that travel that the Sling TV app works outside the house, and I don't have to log into 10 different apps. It's all right in one spot. But that's my case. I travel a lot, so get whatever you want. Sling TV is limited to 3 streams on most channels. PlayStation Vue goes up to 5, and DirecTV Now is limited to just 2. So shop around and see what fits you best. Did you know DirecTV Now is giving service credits for people that prepaid for the service? I've received 2 months credit using chat to report my issues. Aaron, I've heard that from people, and then I've also heard people say they were promised that in chat and then they never got the credit. So have you actually received that credit? I'll be interested in finding out if you actually saw it appear and got a discount on a bill. Paul asks, none of these streaming services don't have the CW. Wonder why? Well, it's free over there, so they have to pay for it. And I think that's a big letdown for a lot of these. Locals you have to get rights to. The CW network, I don't think there's any CBS-owned CW or Warner Brother owned CW channel. So they have to go out there and get the rights from the individual owners. It'll probably come. The CW is also giving their shows away for free the next day, and that makes it hard for them to justify, I think, a little bit, trying to cram a price of the CW into a PlayStation Vue or Sling TV, because you got paid for it. But when you can put it on your Roku and your Fire TV and get it for free, why would you pay for it? So that's part of it. Bradley, I haven't really played a lot with Voodoo Spark. Check back with me soon on that question. Jonathan, yes, the Apple TV remote, one of the biggest things I always have a problem with it is I pick it up and I pick it up upside down. I'm moving, I'm holding the remote upside down. There's no indicator when you first pick it up, if you're not looking at it, which way is right side up, and that's very annoying. The other thing they have fixed, when Apple TV first came out, one of the reasons I really hated it, is if you bump the touchpad, it would turn on your TV. So let's say I'm cleaning glass tables, I move the remote, my TV just turned on. I used to hate that. So yeah, let's keep moving. Robert asks, any more anime websites other than Funimation and Crunchyroll? I'm looking for the most dubbed anime. Definitely recommend that. Anime is kind of rolling into a lot of different services. Netflix is getting a good amount, Hulu, and the free services, both Crackle and Tubi TV, are growing their catalogs of anime content. The problem is you're going to struggle to find another dedicated service on subscription other than the new one from Amazon. It's an Amazon channel, so you need Prime, but you can add it onto your Prime membership. And I can't remember what the catalog is there, but check that out too. Do you think ISPs will implement data caps on services that they do not offer? For instance, AT&T's partnership with DirecTV Now and unlimited streaming. Yes and no. What we need is more competition, and wireless ISPs are starting to roll out. We got 2 coming out here soon. I think as more competition, it would be harder to do that. Here's a teaser. I have struck a deal with an ISP to offer cord cutters a free unlimited streaming. So they'll sell you internet without a data cap. I'll be posting about that tomorrow. Check back tomorrow morning. If you're looking for a service that does not have data caps. You know, Cord Cutters News has been working hard to give you guys the best service, and one of the things I've been doing is trying to work with ISPs to create data cap free services for my readers. So check that out. Tomorrow morning, first thing, check the site. When is court? Hey, and here's a benefit to being here. You just heard a little early tip there. When is Cord Cutters doing a thorough review of the Air TV player from Sling TV? Mark, I just got word that my Air TV is on its way to me. They have been backlogged on getting those, and even just trying to buy myself one has been difficult. So I will have a more thorough review. I played around with it a lot at CES, so I kind of know how it's going to work. And I have a video and my first impressions. If you go into the reviews tab, streaming device, and you scroll down, you will see a review of the Air TV based off of my experiences using it at CES. But I have one coming in here that I'm going to be able to do an unboxing with and kind of take it apart and like, hey, you know, here it is after using it in my house for a while. When will the Cloud Sling, when will the Cloud DVR for Sling be released? Tammy, the DVR for Sling is slowly being released. But they are not, it's not to everybody. If you have not, you know, if you have not done it yet, check it out. My brain just fried on me. Sorry. But yeah, so check it out. It's coming. Norm says through Twitter, don't like the Apple TV remote, download the Apple TV app for your smartphone. You know, that just kind of defeats it. I don't want to use my phone. I want to browse things on my phone as I watch TV. I don't want to have a phone to use my phone as my primary remote. It is kind of cool to have it as an option, and I use it every now. I do use the apps for Fire TV, Roku, and Apple TV as a way to do it. Does the Apple TV, somebody help me, does the Apple TV have a Android app? You know, that's another thing to consider there. Do you think Amazon's subscription model is the future? Mel, are you talking about the subscription to shows, Prime, the channels? What? You know, can you clarify that a little bit to me? Gretchen says, is CBS All Access worth it? Opinion, my AG antenna gets every big broadcast network except for CBS. Well, for you, it may be worth it. If you want CBS and you're not getting it, then sure. I think if you're a big fan and a lot of the stuff you want is on CBS, it's great. If you get it over the air and you got DVR, I don't really see a reason to have it. They are offering a 30-day free trial that I think is good for a few more days. My suggestion, if you want that free trial, head over to Cord Cutters News, type in CBS All Access. They have a promo code there we're offering to get 30 days. Give it a try and see what happens. Paul asks, does MLB TV Premier Service allow home games, or are they still blacked out? You know, that's a question. Traditionally, yes, your home games are blacked out, but they have announced that some markets are going to unblock them, but everything I've read says you're going to need a subscription service like PlayStation Vue, Fubo TV, and so on to get that. So I don't think MLB.TV is going to offer it. But now, increasingly, your regional sports networks are available. Like Fubo TV is going to have all the Comcast Sports, all the Fox Sports, yes, and a few other regional sports networks there. And, you know, so I think your best bet is probably to see if your regional network's going to be there. Gretchen, I hope that CBS free trial gives you a help. But yeah, 30-day free trial is something they typically don't do. Hey, I see a lot of people ask about Voodoo Spark. I haven't really played with it yet, so I'm going to get back to everybody on the Voodoo Spark. Check back with me in the next few days. Let me head back over to YouTube. I got distracted there for a moment. Fubo TV, is it worth $9.99 per month for a sports fan? Well, the $9.99 a month plan is pretty much their soccer plan. The $34.99 plan is the one that has like the Fox Sports Go, Fox Sports 1, NBC Sports, and so on, Golf Channel. So, Jonathan says, jumping back to conversation, we talked about CW Network not being on a lot of services. Apparently in Chicago, the CW is there. All right, DirecTV Now, Sling TV, and PlayStation View. Which one, in your opinion, gives it the best bang for your buck, lowest price and most challenge? Well, the lowest price by far is Sling TV. If you want just the cheapest way to get the most popular channels, 9 times out of 10 it's Sling TV. They're adding the DVR in, and it seems like almost daily they're adding more people to the beta of the DVR. So a lot of features are there. Yes, it is limited to the number of streams, with maxing out at 3 streams. But with starting at $20 and then adding 1 or 2 add-ons, you can be a lot cheaper than DirecTV Now, but have similar channel lineup selections, depending on which add-on packages you take. But which one's best? That depends on what you want, what channels. If you want the Hallmark channel, PlayStation View doesn't have it. If you want the Big Ten channel, you can't get that in Sling. And if you want Pac-12 channel, you have to get it on Sling. So you can go round and round and round, and in order to pick the right one, it really just kind of comes down to what channels you want. They all offer a free trial. Give them a try. Scan their channel lineup. See what they have. Who has what you want. Kelly says, do you ever think TiVo will have built-in streaming apps such as Sling? I believe that TiVo does have some already streaming apps like Amazon Video. I'm not sure if any of the live TV ones are there, so I'm not sure on that. But I don't see why they wouldn't do that. We'll have to wait and see. Movie fan, you're asked about Fubo TV for $9.99 a month. If that channel selection is what you want, yeah, sure. They do a really great job offering you soccer games. Again, it comes down to what channels you want, what you watch, and if they offer the channels you want. What does DirecTV Now have to do to get more mobile apps, only Disney Now apps? John, that is actually a deliberate choice. The reason why a lot of these services don't give you logins on mobile apps and so forth is because of cost. DirecTV Now, Sling TV, and all this has to pay Disney and so forth for the rights to access their apps. Sling TV has accessed some of the big ones, but then they turned around and said, well, we'll just put it in our content. Where, if you FX, all the content that's on FX now is on the Sling TV app. DirecTV Now hasn't quite gone that far, so we'll have to wait and see. But the reason why they're not there is cost. It costs them money to do that, to be honest with you. So that's why they haven't done it. Judy asked about VidGo, which is a live streaming service announced last year, expected to take on Sling TV and DirecTV Now and PlayStation View. She has any news on when it's going to be launched? No news there, unfortunately. And we'll have to wait and see what happens with it. Hopefully, we'll hear something soon. Fubo TV comes out tomorrow. That's the 4th competitor to enter this field, and either Hulu or VidGo are probably going to be the 5th and 6th. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Will the Xbox 360 gain more streaming love? Probably not. Microsoft is well known for not supporting their older game consoles. Once the Xbox One came out, that's kind of it for the Xbox 360. I can't imagine them going to develop additional apps for that service. Sorry about that. All right. Hey, if I missed your question on Facebook, re-ask it. Just didn't see it. I apologize. Let me look over on YouTube. When is Cord Card? Okay, done that. DirecTV Now, done that. Okay, I think I've hit all the questions. If I haven't answered your question, please re-ask it. So I probably missed it. But while we got a moment, if you want to help Cord Cars News, not just on this video, but on all of our posts, whenever you see them, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, whatever on YouTube, on Cord Cars News, and so forth. It would be a huge help if you can do that. Because YouTube and Facebook and all of Twitter, they do monitor how many people like these stuff, how many people click on the links to decide how many people will really see it. Even though we got like 25,000, almost 26,000 people, if a lot of people don't interact with the post, only a few thousand will see that post. If a lot of people will like it, a lot more people will see it. So if you want to help Cord Cars News, hit thumbs up on posts, not just on this video, and go, and hit share on them and let people know about it. I really appreciate that. As a sign of my thanks, we're giving away a 50-inch 4K Roku TV from TCL. Thank you to TCL for donating it to the readers. If you want a chance to win a 50-inch 4K TV, head over to courtcarsnews.com, and I think it's 2 or 3 posts down from the top right now. I've reposted how to enter. It lays all out. Enter the giveaway. And let's, thank you for your support, and please tell your friends about Court Cars News. It really does help. Share our stories. Hit the like button. I can't tell you how helpful that is. Nicholas L., I have not had a chance to review Fubo TV. Hope to do that tomorrow or on Friday. Bradley, Chromecast Ultra is probably on my to-do list. Really, no one's asked other than you. I think you're the only person that's asked for a review of that. I just don't think a lot of people, when a My Box is or Mi Box, I think is how you say it, is the exact same price as the Ultra, does everything the Ultra does and more. It's kind of like, why get the Ultra when you could get the Mi Box, the MI Box, for the exact same price and get a whole lot more. You think things will move to available on demand at a certain time instead of airing at a certain time? Yes, Mel, I do think the future is, it's 8 o'clock, it's on demand, you can start 10 minutes late, half an hour late, it's just whenever you want to start, it's there. I think that's the future of TV, and I think that's what Hulu Live is kind of moving to. Hulu Live definitely seems to want to put the idea that watching on demand is first and live is second. So we'll have to check that out. Oh, Gretchen, the deal expired. I apologize. I didn't realize the deal was already over. They still have a free trial. So my apologies, though. So many things to keep track of. So I like the horror channel on Pluto TV, says Kevin. I think my Amazon Echo is, nope, I thought it was going to talk to me. I was thinking for a moment. On Pluto TV, yes, if you haven't tried Pluto TV, everybody, Pluto TV is a free live streaming service. That's a lot of great channels. Highly recommend it. Avery asks, any specifications and processor and so forth on the Air TV from Sling TV? No, but I do have an Air TV unit being sent to me, and as soon as I get it, I'll do a full review. How does Air TV work? Reviews anytime. Avery, if you go to Court Cars News, at the top, I don't have a box in home in my office, but I got one coming. But at CES back in January, I played with it a lot, and I made some videos. I wrote a review of it for my time at CES. Go to courtcarsnews.com. At the top, select reviews. There's a little pull-down menu, select streaming devices. Right there on the first or second page, you'll find my review of the Air TV. Yes, here's the other thing about PlayStation, about CBS. If you want it, that's a great point there, Jimmy. Over 2/3 of PlayStation Vue subscribers now get their local CBS channel. On demand, it can be kind of sporadic. But if you want a live feed of it with DVR, PlayStation Vue has been rolling out almost weekly new CBS channels. So check that out as an option to get CBS. Yeah, being asked about the new DirecTV Now app for Roku. No, nothing. Now, the Comcast app came on Roku about a few days ago, we'll say. The reason why that's important is at CES, the vice president of Roku came out and said that in the next few weeks, Comcast and DirecTV Now would be coming out on the Roku. They made it clear that Comcast would come first. While Comcast came out a few days ago, that probably means that DirecTV Now is coming soon. Jimmy, yes, the DVR feature is only in the $35 plan. And 2, the service has not officially launched till tomorrow, even though they're taking signups today. So it's very possible that not all the features are actually there working yet. So take it with a grain of salt because as the post says, tomorrow is the official launch date, even though the site is up taking subscribers now. So DVR, all that may not be there, but the $9 function, I don't think is going to be the same as the $35 DVR function. So keep that in mind. So let me see here. I think I got that. No, not an app. Someone modifies the Roku device. Keith, those people who are contacting you say that they can add, if you pay them, they'll add apps to or a program to your Roku that will give you all this free content. They're promoting piracy, and you don't even need to pay them to do that. If you really want to be a pirate, don't pay somebody to make you a pirate. Just do a research on YouTube. But don't be a pirate. It hurts cord cutting. Really, pirating content is bad for cord cutters. In the end, it hurts our ability to get legal content. So, I hope that answers your question there. Let me dive in here and let's check some more questions over on YouTube. I was jumping around looking at a few screens. I'm going back to Sling TV when my 3 months prepaid ends on DirecTV Now unless Hulu service is up and running. It's possible, Keith, excuse me, I cannot speak English, Kevin. I can speak English, I promise, just not always well. It's possible Hulu Live will be out. The good thing about Sling TV, if you want to switch there and Hulu Live comes out, you want to switch to that, no contracts. Feel free to jump around. How's the quality of Roku TVs? I want another smart TV, and I like the Roku experience better than high TVs. I've been very impressed with the quality of my Roku 4K TV. But if you're willing to wait a few more months, there is a new Roku C series, their contemporary series. It's 4K HDR, Dolby Vision HDR. I saw it at CES. Oh my gosh, I got a video recorded. I'm working on editing it right now. I got to do a voiceover tomorrow for it. These Roku TVs, they're thin as thin can be. They're beautiful, high quality pictures. If you can wait until I think it's May or June time frame, something like second quarter, third quarter, they're really good. Now, TCL's current P series, their 8, which is their 4K versions, they're good. I got one in my house in the living room. I'm very happy with it. But if you want the high-end TVs, the C series that they announced at CES are coming out, I don't know when, second, third quarter, somewhere in there, sometime before the end of summer. Those TVs are just gorgeous, and they're really high quality, and it's a huge step up in quality. As overall, though, I'll be very honest, TCL, very happy with them, not just because they're giving away a TV, but I've had 2 of their TVs now for over a year, and I've been very happy with them. I'm going back to, okay, News On app is not working on the Roku Premiere Plus. Movie fan, I'm sorry to hear that. My News On app is working perfectly on mine. Give them a contact. I got to meet the guys behind News On. Really nice. Their president and everything. Some of the nicest people you will ever meet. I'm sure they'll work hard to make that right for you. You posted about standalone Fox service coming. Do you know if it will include Fox News? No. All we know is that their CEO said during a press conference, the CEO of Fox, Rupert Murdoch, said that they are working on a CBS-esque all access type streaming service. We don't know what it will include or what it will be priced or anything. Fingers crossed. Do you get a chance to see any of the new Fire TV TVs at CES? Yes, Jimmy, I played with those TVs. And if everything goes well, I'll probably have a review unit hopefully here before they come out at least. The Element TV was funny because the Fire TV or whatever, Fire TV Editions TVs or whatever they're going to call those TVs, they're built, the smart TVs with built-in TVs. Element's making the Fire TV and the Roku TVs. And the TVs I saw were the exact same models. One was running a Roku OS, one was running a Fire TV OS. It's a Fire TV OS. It was a Fire TV. The remote was Fire TV. They were very clear at CES that this was a pre-production prototype. So how much I can take from it and say that this is what it's going to be like when you get it, it'll be tough. But keep your eye on the site. I'll be doing a full review of it later. But I have played with the Fire TV, and I thought it was pretty cool. Movie fan, if you're having that problem with News On, have you tried uninstalling it and reinstalling it? I'm assuming you have, but it's worth a try. If that doesn't fix it, contact them. Go to the Watch News On or something. Just Google it. Go to their website. They have a contact us button. Email them. Very nice staff. Or contact them on Twitter. They've been very responsive to me through both ways. Can you guys hear me? Somebody's saying they cannot hear me. Now, hopefully you can hear me. Let me know. I know there's a lag there. Okay, everybody else says they can. So Bonnie, if somebody could tell Jonathan and YouTube that it seems to be on his end. So thank you, everybody for like the next minute as the delay catches up. Is gonna be saying that they hear me loud and clear. All right, so I think I got everything. All the loud and clear just push everything out though. So if you have a question, comment, let me know. But I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for your support of Core Cars News. We're again seeing record traffic, record growth. We're helping more people than ever become core cutters. So thank you for your support. Rob asks, any idea of the channel lineup for Hulu Live? Well, we know some things. We know Fox is going to be there. We know Disney owns so ABC, ABC Family, whatever they call that now. ESPN, CBS stations will be there. Time Warner stations, so CNN, TBS, TNT, they're all going to be there. It did come out that they're still in negotiations with NBC Universal, the Comcast owned channels, which is kind of weird because Comcast is part owner of Hulu. But they have not signed a deal yet. That came out this week. That's confirmed that they still don't have a deal with Hulu Live. It's possible that maybe they got outvoted. All the other partners say we're going to do Hulu Live. NBC didn't want to. That's possible. It's equally possible that they're just trying to work out a few details of the contracts and that they'll probably be on there. I would be shocked if Hulu Live launched without Comcast owned stations like NBC. I guess it's possible, but I would be very shocked. With that said, though, NBC kind of had a weird deal with DirecTV Now, so it wouldn't be surprised me if they're trying to hold out for maybe a better deal. I don't know. Any of these services have the BTN Plus channels? They do have, I think it was PlayStation Vue does have the alternate BTN feeds. The BTN Plus service, the extra subscription cost, no one offers that. You gotta go pay extra if you want that. Larry asks, why are all these new services coming out at $35? When will we see real skinny bundles not like the original Sling? Well, Sling is still offering their original packages if you want it. I think a lot of these services still have a cable mindset. Excuse me. And Sling TV's even said that, hey, you know, all these services have helped us because they're so much like cable, it makes us stand out and look better. Hopefully more does it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I agree with you. I think that more services should look at starting cheaper, 10, 20 bucks, smart packages, and then $5 add-ons. And that you can get to 35, maybe have the same channels, but maybe be able to pick and choose and get more control over it. That's where they should be going. So, but some of it is, you know, if you want the ESPN channel, guess what? Disney's going to make you agree to carry other channels too. And the same thing goes for like, you know, the list goes on and on. If you want the Hulu channel, you have to get the Hulu movie channel, or Hulu Hallmark channel. You got to get the Hallmark movie channel, and the list goes on and on. Movie fan asks, why is the Vudu app not on Apple TV? Because Apple doesn't want competing stores in their app. And if you want to have an app on the Apple TV and sell stuff, you have to give Apple a cut of that sale. And it's the same reason why Amazon is on there. They don't want to do that. You know, these services have decided if you're not going to allow us to have our store there without having to give you a huge cut of everything we sell, you know, then we're not going to do it. And it, you know, it does make it difficult because Apple can sell through iTunes without having to pay themselves a cut. And then to say if you want Amazon or Vudu there, you have to give us a cut of your sale means that Apple has an unfair price advantage. They don't have the same fees that these other services do. And so the other services just kind of said, see ya, no thanks. Jonathan has asked, what did I say about the Hallmark Movie Channel? I was talking about bundling, about if you want many channel owners like ESPN will say, or Disney, if you want ESPN, you have to agree to carry all these other channels. Hallmark says if you want Hallmark movies, you have to agree, or Hallmark channel, you have to agree to also carry Hallmark movies. That's why you often see these big bundles, because everybody, to get the channels you want, they have to agree to carry the channel you don't want. You know, and go on and on. Wait until ESPN comes out and offers ESPN 1 and 2 for $15 a month, says Jim. That's probably way overpriced. If you look at Sling TV, you can get 1 and 2 for 20 bucks, plus all the 20 other channels. Realistically, if they were just going to do that, I would expect it to be around $5. Just to be honest, I think Sling pays them even less than that. I don't know what they pay them, but yeah, it's not going to be 50 bucks. I would stake my money that ESPN's new standalone service won't be $15 just for channel 1 and 2. Maybe if it's every ESPN channel, whatever, that's possible. We'll have to wait and see. Laris, do you have any other thoughts on Google's comment about focusing on content shows rather than networks. You know, Google is coming out with a new live TV streaming service. Just keep everybody up to date here. Take on Sling TV, PlayStation Vue, all that. We don't know a lot about it. We got a good idea what networks they're striking deals with, but what it's going to look like exactly, we don't know. The comments there do lead some people to believe that this may not be a live TV service like we traditionally see with Sling TV. This could be more like getting at maybe an Amazon subscription service that maybe you sign up and you say, I want to pay X amount of dollars and get access to all of the shows for The Walking Dead on live. But we really don't know. Who or Google, for a rare change, has done a pretty good job about keeping their mouth shut about their Hulu Unbox service there. Even the name Unbox makes you think that they're unbundling the service. But, you know, it's all speculative. Bonnie asks, how often does TiVo make a new box? Any word on when the next one might be? Hasn't been that long. It's been a few months since the previous one came out, Bonnie. It seems like TiVo is kind of backing off the DVR hardware business. We'll have to wait and see where they go from here. They were recently sold, merged, bought in with Rovi, which you'll have to wait and see what all that happens. I'm not getting any there's new bundling service defeating the purpose, in my opinion. I'll just buy my series I watch. Sports the only thing that keeps me attached to the cord. Hope Sports Go OTA. You know, when it comes to sports, that's the only time I would pay for Sling TV, PlayStation Vue, is when college football's on. That's when I'll do it. But I agree with you. If I miss a show and I really don't want to wait for it on Netflix or Hulu and so forth, I'll buy a season pass on Amazon. Think about it, yeah, maybe 20, 30 bucks, but that's for the entire year. Instead of paying 20 bucks for 6 months to watch the whole season, I pay 20 bucks one time and it's all there. Gretchen asks, is PlayStation Vue currently the only game in town with cloud DVR? No, Sling TV has it. You can sign up for the beta. It seems like pretty much every day they're rolling it out, and everybody should have the DVR, I'm assuming, very soon. So Sling TV has it on Roku, rolling out to all devices soon, and then PlayStation Vue has a DVR also there, Gretchen. But Sling TV, correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, does not have CBS Local. How many channels do you get with Starz Encore package on DirecTV Now? No, that's a little confusing. I've been told that you get all of them, and then also a couple people tell me they've only got 3 when they signed up for it. Contact DirecTV Now and ask them. Hopefully, maybe, possibly, if we're lucky, they'll actually give us the right answer. I have not signed up for it yet. Have you heard anything about Vue or Sling adding Root Sports regional networks? They're owned by AT&T. No, I have heard that some people get Root Sports through their DirecTV Now package, but I've not heard anything about it coming to other services. So yeah, hey, about 10 more minutes, so get your questions in. And don't forget, we're giving away a 50-inch 4K TCL Roku TV. February 11th is your last day in, or go to courtcardsnews.com, scroll down a few posts. There's a link there to do it. So check that out. And yeah, thank you for being a support. Please hit the like button, not just on this video, but hit the like button on random posts. It really does. When you like a post and you comment on it or react to it in any way, Facebook especially tracks that and says, oh, people like this, we're going to show it to more people. Even though we have 25,000 people liking the page, if no one reacts to the post, only a fraction that will actually be seen, or our members will see that post. Gotta go. Paul says, thanks for the streaming and info. Hey, Paul, happy to have you here. Thank you for your support of the site. Question, when you look at Fubo TV, please do a comparison of Roku versus Fire TV versus PC. Jim, I'll do my best to do that. Avery asks, is Sling TV going on for Fox News? I don't know. Been no leaks on that. I would contact both Fox and Sling TV there and tell them I want my Fox News on Sling. How much DVR? How can you DVR with 100 hours for Sling? It doesn't sound like a lot. 100 hours, I mean, if you think about it, my first Comcast box only got me 20 hours. 100 hours is a good amount. I've never had a problem where like, oh, I ran out of space. And the best part is it's there forever. So, you know, and the way they word it, it does make me believe that at someday soon that they are going to come out and say, you may begin this now, but if you pay an extra fee, you can get 1,000 hours or whatever. So we'll have to check that out. Timothy, that question about down converted 4K video and so forth, I don't know. So many TVs handle that different. It's tough for me to answer that question. You may want to go talk to the manufacturer of that TV to get that question answered. All right, hey, just a few more minutes, so a few last questions. Get them in now. William, you're talking about SYN. I'll double check that. The release I got include SYN. Remember, the regional sports networks are dependent on where you live. They may be incorrectly identifying your market, or there may be an issue, but I'll double check that for you. Because I live in Texas, I'm only going to get the Fox Sports South, wherever they call it. I'm not going to get another network. And it's very common for these services to misidentify where you are, and they may be misidentifying your location, not giving you the channel. It's possible that channel lineup is from the original announcement, that maybe it's different now. So we'll have to see. But that was the channel lineup that I got about a month ago. Okay, Bill says the $5 or the $8 stars package is only 3 star channels. If you get the most expensive DirecTV Now package, you get all 8. Ivan, the best DVR, I really like the Channel Master or the Tableau. I'm not a fan of TiVo. I think you're paying a lot of extra money for not the same. You pay a lot more, both monthly and upfront, than you are with a Tableau, but you don't get as many features. Maybe a little bit more beautiful user interface. It all comes, if you want to pay a premium cost for a more beautiful user interface, I think the Tableau though does what you need. Bill, yeah, I get, with PlayStation Vue is the worst with this. I'm over 3 hours away from Dallas, but I get my locals from Dallas, even, which is bizarre. I shouldn't. There's several markets closer to me that I should get my locals for, but PlayStation Vue is convinced I'm located in Dallas, no matter what I do. Which sucks, because I have to pay the premium $10 price because of that. Yeah, everybody remember hit the thumbs up. Everybody remember to subscribe. I use my Google survey balance. Yep. All right. So, do you really need the PlayStation 4 for the PlayStation Vue for the best viewing experience? No, you do not need a PlayStation. This is why Sony needs to rename PlayStation Vue. Vue TV is an awesome name. Why don't they just call it Vue TV? But no, you can get it on Roku, Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and PlayStation 4 or 3. You don't need a PlayStation to use PlayStation Vue. They need to rename the service. Hey, Sony, if you are listening, let me make you a lot of money. If you just call that Sony's Vue TV or Vue TV, you would be a lot richer. A lot more people would use your service. So, Sony, I want a referral fee of, I think, $100,000 for that advice. That sound about right, everybody? I'll send Sony a bill. Yes, only DirecTV, to my understanding right now, carries the Major League Baseball network. So if you want DirecTV Now, is the only way at this moment to get the MLB network. I don't know this, but it would not surprise me at all. Major League Baseball has been working hard to offer their service through more cord cutting friendly, we'll call it, ways. So I wouldn't be surprised if it comes to other services soon. Is the TCL TV with Roku worth the money? I have 2 of them there, Kevin, and I'm very happy with my Roku TVs from TCL. If you are willing to wait, the new C series is going to cost a little bit more, but it's got that 4K HDR, Dolby Vision HDR with that new kind of ultra thin cut. But I have my 2016 one. I'm very happy with it. I thought you needed a PlayStation to get that too. Do they have a free trial? Yes. You don't need a PlayStation to use PlayStation Vue, and they do have a free trial. And whoever named PlayStation Vue at Sony needs to be fired. Just find that person, fire him. Whoever's insisting they call it PlayStation Vue, he's destroying your business, Sony. You're destroying millions of possible subscribers. Every time I post on PlayStation Vue, every time I get a comment, oh, I would love to get PlayStation Vue, but I don't have a PlayStation. I have a Roku. I'm like, well, they're on Roku. They're on Apple TV. They're on Fire TV. No. That's a rant. It's a rant. I really should just like drive down there and say, hey, I run a core card site. I can make you millions of dollars. Give me a referral fee. Then I would walk in and say, you need to change your name to View TV and make a few million. Nick, it was actually not even available at the PlayStation version. You needed a separate streaming box to get it. But that was so long ago, they really just need to name it differently. Yeah, Sony View or View TV. I think View TV is a great name for the service. A view, like you're viewing it, kind of playing words a little bit there. Bill, I have a PlayStation View on Roku, and it seems to work fine for me. It actually loads quicker than the. If you look at a head-to-head between a Fire TV and a Roku, it will load quicker on Roku. Is it beautiful? No. Could the minis be a little bit better? Yeah, but once you start the stream's looking exactly the same. Yeah, Brian, there's a good point. Someday Sony's just going to rename itself PlayStation, right? So, hey, everybody, I think I'm going to wrap this a few minutes early. I'm not sure if we're going to do next week. I got a family trip next week, and keep your eyes on our social media. I'll be posting an update, but if I don't do it next week, the week after, I will definitely be doing a Q&A. But if at all possible, I'm going to be doing a Q&A next week. Thank you for your support. Please, if you want to help Court Cars News, hit like on not just on this video, that's great, but just randomly throughout all of our content out there, all the posts I make on Facebook and Twitter and videos on YouTube. If you hit like and share and all that, it's a huge help of Court Cars News. I really appreciate it. And I noticed a lot of people have been messaging me recently about the little blurb about ad blockers. Yeah, if you use an ad blocker, it really does help us if you remove that. I would really consider that a huge help. So I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for letting your friends. Thank you for being here every week. Again, I may not be here next week due to a family trip. But if it's not next week, I'll be posting on social media. I will be here the week after. So follow us on Facebook and Twitter and all those places for an update on next week's time and place. Have a good one. I wish you all the best. I will see you all again soon. And happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. And take care.